There. Hello, Vernon and Jeff. How's it going? Got some bags of rocks. Start with a few of the things I picked up off the Yellowstone River. Maybe give it a few minutes, get some of these wet. Hey Ryan, how you doing? How you guys doing tonight? Hope you are doing well. So while I was on the Yellowstone, I thought I was doing some pretty good rock hounding. These are rocks that I collected during my birthday week. This one's nice and clear, and it looked like it would have some good stuff going on, but I think this is one that Katie did would have classified as a near agate. Lets a little bit of light come through. And it's only okay. This thing, I have no idea what it is. It might be an actual piece of petrified wood. Kind of what I thought when I was picking it up. Nice rounded end. Yeah, she was there for one of the hunts. Hello, Lesby Rockin'. How are you doing? See if I missed anybody. No. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's got that, what I believe to be quartz running through the middle of it. And it don't look too bad. I think that might look pretty good when slabbed up and made into a cabochon. There's definitely plenty. How's your evening going, Michelle? Hey, Dub. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Got me running on a secondary device while watching Jahik. He's live right now over on Discord. Told him I'd come back check him out in a little bit. See, that's what I'm thinking, Michelle. I think it's petrified wood. Get a little bit more wet. But yeah, with those patterns and that grain running through there. But I am definitely not an expert. It kind of looks like wood, and that's what I thought when I was picking it up. That's what the inside looks like. But I cannot confirm that it's a piece of petrified wood. How's it going, Tiger Eye? How are you this evening? These first rocks I'm showing off are from the Yellowstone River that I collected this summer during my birthday. If you could confirm that that is a piece of petrified wood, we would probably all be quite thankful. But for me, it's a cool rock. There we go. And this guy here, I picked it up because it was a dark rock, had a nice line running through the entire thing. That's what the cut side looks like. There's a flat side of it. When it's not wet, that thing sparkles in the sun like it's got all kinds of druzy on it, but it's don't have druzy. And that's why I picked that one up, because of that fancy line running through the middle. Another one, I think, with some slices that make a pretty cool cabochon, especially if it polished up well. But as far as I know, just an ordinary rock, nothing too special. And I thought it was pretty cool too, Vern. This, I'm pretty sure, is another one of those near agates. It looks beautiful, like it'd be fully agatized. Doesn't let much light come through. Does have some decent pattern though on the inside. Almost a mossy look to the bottom portion. Another one of those I was curious about. I do have to admit, some of these I'm showing right now will probably just get dumped off to the wayside. Some of them I just wasn't impressed. Here's the next one. A little more agatized, but it still would probably be classified as a near agate. Looks like water level banding. A little bit of a scene going on there, maybe. Some white clouds with a hill, some water, and some surf. And there's the other side of that one. And another one that's cool, but it wasn't the agate I thought I was picking up. But I still like it. Another one of those rocks I picked up just because of the color of the blue in that. And I would guarantee it would be classified as a near agate. Lets a little bit of light through. And then just kind of the blue color on the inside. That right there might even be white paint. I didn't get cleaned off all the way. I know that is right there. That's a little bit of white paint from a brand new tile blade. I spent yesterday cleaning these rocks off. Me being a rookie with a tile saw and using tile blades, the blade I bought was covered in white paint. So I just started cutting. I realized right off the bat that there wasn't going to be anything I could do about it. Just gonna have white paint on the rocks I'd have to clean off. Next time though, with a new blade, I will attempt to clean all the paint off first. I thought this was petrified wood too, and it really looks like petrified wood there. A nugget. A nugget. I picked a few things up and showed them to Kate, and she's like, "No, though, that's a near agate." Yeah, this one's got some paint too. I thought I got most of it off, but I mean, it looks like petrified wood on the outside, just completely dark petrified wood. And then again, it could just be an ordinary rock. That's the end of bag one. This one I picked up. Let's see what the chat says. Like the red blades from High Tech, you get red paint everywhere. Yeah, that's a little goof off. Took it off most of the rocks pretty well, so I wonder what it would do for the saw blade. Hey Doug, how you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. So I picked this rock up because of that bluish greenish mottled color. It was a rather large chunk of rock. I thought all that looked pretty cool, so I brought it back, and then that is what's on the inside of it. Some pretty cool patterns, I think. And there are quite a bit of fractures, as you can see up there at the top. Tried to get a slab out on the middle of it, and ended up with a broken chunk. But could not tell you what kind of rock it really is. Maybe a brecciated jasper. I'm not quite sure. But it does have some cool color. Curious on what the polish would look like, because that's what the broke cut side looks like. But I liked it. Still got the other end chunk. I only got to see a few of those agates there, Jeff. Them Kentuckys. I was at Walmart waiting in line and driving back here. Definitely like the oranges in the Kentucky agates. Here's a rock. I picked it up because it's got the nice colored spot like that. I would want to call this chert. That's what the interior of it looked like. Nice and dark with a little bit of creamy white kind of color. This one I just took a little nip off the end to see what it was. Couldn't say what the polish would do, or that it would even be worth polishing. Up close, it's got some decent details, and maybe that it would get a little better on the inside. No, I don't think there's any fortification banding going on. Yeah, I definitely had to pick this one up, being a rookie on the Yellowstone. I spent a couple days there myself with nobody's help, so I just kind of went through and grabbed what I thought was right, what looked cool. May have seen a few agates and just walked right over them, because I don't know. And it was still pretty high water. Being back in June in Montana, they're getting the last of their high water before it starts to go down. Jeff knows, he was there with me. This is another one I'd probably call chert. Got some decent patterns going on in there with some banding, looks like. Right? If you like it, take it with you. Cut it open. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this one turned out. There's the exterior. Yeah, definitely worth a cut. I was happy with that. This one's a bit more of a Montana agate. We picked it up because, of course, it looked like one. And then that's what I ended up with on the inside of it. There is a slight bit of bluish color to it. There's the other side. It lets a little bit of light come through. I keep thinking that's a little pocket right there, but that's fully solid. Just a little bit of white going on underneath. There's the exterior, so you can see why I was expecting maybe a little more on the inside. Alright, that's pack number 2. Hey Bear, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Same with everybody else. Thank you for being here. We'll go into the little bag of smalls here. This one here lets quite a bit of light come through. Got a couple of dendrites down there at the bottom, a little mossy going on. There is a slight blue tinge. There's the other side of that one. See, is that white paint still there? Yeah, that's some white paint. Looks like embedded quite deeply in there. But yeah, that's a decent one, small guy. Right. Alright, I gotta back the vehicle up. The sun is starting to blast at the right angle. Alright, go right there. I ended up being a little shocked by this next one for being a what I thought was a pretty much white, clear agate. That's what the exterior looks like. I thought there might be something going on inside of it. This would be the end cut with some slight waterline banding going on at the top. And I decided to cut this one into slices. There's one with heavy waterline banding. Nice thin cut. There's another slice. Yeah, this one turned out to be pretty good. And this one wasn't so hard to cut because of the size of it. It kind of ripped through pretty quick, so, and I was able to get some good, easy slices out of it. Get them a little more wet. And I believe this is an entirely different one. But yeah, just some nice bands going on in that guy. For such a small rock. Pretty cool. Of course, always looking for a little more blue in them, but I'll take it. Much better than some of the cuts that was made Saturday. Thank you, Doug. Wait till we get past the Montana stuff. That's where the good stuff actually happened. There's the end cut on that one. Get a little bit more water on it. This piece got a big old fracture running down the outside of it. Well, the inside of it too. I guess we can see it. Hey, Finn, how are you doing? I've been catching your fishing lives just for a minute or two here and there. I'm generally working when you're doing your lives, but thanks for showing up this evening. I appreciate it. We are looking at stuff I collected off the Yellowstone River, roughly June 24th, the week of. I was there with JMV Rock Hounding and Theo Kellison, and Katie did rocks. Travis from 406 Findings. Did a few hunts here and there. And I finally have gotten around to cutting what I collected. Maybe I might have cut a third of a 5-gallon bucket. And agreed, Jeff, it was a great time. If I have my way, I'll be in Minnesota or in Montana most of the summer next summer. Let's see how well that goes. This bag was quite full. Another rock I would not know what to call. It's got somewhat of that bluish, greenish mottled multicolor. Wasn't sure what it was going to be, so I had to pick it up. Hey, James, and hello, Julie with Femme Mechanic Designs. Good to see you guys here. Thanks for showing. We are looking at the Yellowstone River finds I got this summer that I finally got around to cutting. Like I said, I have no idea what kind of rock this one is. I wouldn't even know what to guess. Maybe just another style of chert. Yeah, I like them patterns in there. Look close. Especially this top left kind of patterns. Try it out quick. Yeah, beautiful stuff, I thought. Here's the other side with still a little bit of white paint there. Yeah, look how that's complete. That would make a nice cabochon, I think. But otherwise, quite fractured. Make another slice on that, and it might not make it. Yeah, Doug, I would. I'm gonna try to fish in Montana next summer too. Another one I couldn't tell. I almost thought petrified wood, but then it just maybe don't really look like it. Then it turned out to have that on the inside. Still not looking like petrified wood. Probably just an ordinary rock. Decent little bit of color going on. Picture of the river at night, Vern. Heck yeah. Now this one, it's gotta be petrified wood. I mean, that truly looks like wood grain. I would call it petrified wood. I took an end slice off of it. And then that's what ended up being on the inside. Show this one first. And then there's that side. I'll tell you, actually, the inside's pretty cool, but I like the outside more. And I almost cut it through that line there, but I didn't want to destroy whatever that is. And I don't really want to make any more cuts on it. So it'll probably just get left like that. You the right one. No. Yeah. Another one that is petrified wood. A nice dark. You can definitely see the grain in it. Yeah, just super dark. A little bit of white is not color. It's probably, yeah, still just paint. Didn't get them as clean as I thought. Hey, Amber, how's it going? Welcome in. Super dark piece of petrified wood come off the Yellowstone River. A couple more of these guys. Got a nice slab. Potential for making a cab of. And another slab, just a little different. And I've still got a lot of material there that has to be gone through. I just kind of went through and picked the cool stuff stuff that I could see right off the bat. Another one of these bluish colored and greenish colored rocks. Just had to pick it up, see what was inside. Kind of cool. It was a nice thin guy too. Days past, that would have been a rock that went skipping across the water. See how far I could skip it. And yeah, more white paint. Yay. Nice, decent sized clear agate. Not a whole lot was going on in it though. Mostly just a glower. Let some decent let some decent light come through. I wonder what another slice off this side might look like. I don't think it'd do much though. Just be another slice. Another piece that should be petrified wood. Probably come off one of the other ones I already showed. This guy, kind of plain in the middle, except for that white paint I added during cutting process. But yeah, the sides of those are pretty cool. They both probably are. I pulled out all the bigger chunks and then I was just left with these smaller out of the same bag. Got a decent thin cut going on here for that piece. But yeah, just dark and that little pattern up top. Almost looks like a skull with some saber teeth going on or something, a beaver skull. And that's the end of that bag. Hello, Weldon Carey. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Is GP's premiere done? Or is that still going? I assumed you would have been there for a minute. I'm doing pretty good. Showing off Montana Yellowstone River rocks that I collected this summer. Some of them okay, some of them not so okay. Got a kind of a decent one coming up though. This one's got a pinkish tone to it. Kind of just plain though. Here's the other end cut with a little bit of extra stuff going on. Then I cut a little bit of a slab of it. Kind of cool, but not quite the agate that I was looking for. I still like it though. There's that one. Another one that should be petrified wood. These there's the end cut. And then that's what ended up on the inside. Kind of cool. Super dark for them people that like the dark pet woods. Almost looks like a nighttime ocean scene with a water spout going on, with a moon behind a cloudy sky. And one piece of white paint. I was happy to find some design in it, some art, if you would call it that. This should be some more petrified wood with, that was just dry. A little bit of the white is paint off the blade. Another dark chunk, but you can see some decent wood grain going on there. Even better there. Almost shows up better when it's dry. That one's got some nice light color on the edging. I was hoping more of that lighter color was on the inside. Decent pattern though. Oh, look at all that white paint. I completely forgot to clean that one. And here's an end piece. All right, Finn, have a good night. This next piece was a pretty good size agate. Let me do that there. Get some water on. I was quite happy with the results too. And all these pieces are from the same agate. Here's the end cut. Got some nice bands going on in there. I like that crack down the middle with the moss or dendrites. Got some good depth to it. The banding is almost shadow style banding. Here's the other end of the rock. Nice depth to that fracture. I like how that looks. Thank you, Amber, and hello, Cheryl. How are you? Here's one of the slices. Got some nice shadow style banding, I think, from what I can see. Fake banding in there, that's for sure. Almost looks like a Africa in its shape. Got a decent cut on it too. Somewhat thin. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Giving me a few minutes of your time. That's one of my Montana moss agates that I collected myself from the Yellowstone River. This is from the same rock. I like that little Christmas tree going on there. And the depth to it. Look how far in it goes. There's some banding in there too. Kind of faint, but it's there. Got a nice cut on that one too. I like how even cut that is. I even like this, the touch of the centerpiece there with a complete hole going through it. It might be rounded formations inside the hole. I don't know if I'd call them botryoidal or not though. There's still a little dirt inside that hole. This one I went for a super thin cut, and I think I achieved my goal. Nice and even too. I'm pretty happy with that. More water. Yeah, this one turned out nice. You can see that little bit of banding running around there. Quite happy with the way that one looks. And man, that just super thin. Another one not quite as thin. Nice depth. Somewhat of a straight cut. Ponderosa pines, exactly. There's kind of another small one down there. Hey, hey, Mama Bird, how's it going? You slipped in and I didn't see you. These are some of my Yellowstone finds. Definitely the Africa cut did me well. I think this is the best one so far out of all the material I cut. Yeah, they've all got some pretty good depth, huh, Amber? A little off on my cut on this one. And I made it a little bit thicker for maybe a rounded cab style in the future. I like this side better though. That pattern is just sweet. And still the Africa rock. It was quite long. I wonder what the fractures might do in a polishing situation. Ooh, I like that side better. Let's turn that one upside down like it would actually be a pendant. Got some of that blue going on in there. Heck yeah. I like this slice the most, I think. Yeah, I definitely like that one the most. And then this one is kind of missing the other side of it. A bird in flight. Was that way or that way? That kind of looks like a bird in flight, but the bird has antennas. Good spot though. If it's upside down, is that more like a bat or is that the bird? That looks like a bird. That way the The legs are going down and the tail feathers are going up. An owl, a bird, a moth, a bat. Oh my. Don't think I showed this one yet. You can see the banding up there pretty good. Ooh, look how fast it's drying out too. Another one that's decently thin. And there it is in its entirety after being cut. That's pretty much what it was. It ain't all lined up. I know it looks goofy and funky, but Cheryl says a skull and bones. That was definitely a decent chunk. It did get a couple good ones. And those I've shown. Alright. So that was the end of the Montana material. At least for what I cut for this session. There's plenty more. Waiting to be cut. Next up is, I believe I cut 4 or 5 Malawis and I picked the larger nodules. That was all I decided to bring with me. Out of all of them, I think this is the only one that held up. The others popped in the saw. Broke, fractured. But I thought I did pretty good for this one holding together. I definitely like that eye in the middle. A little tiny eye right there. Usually do pretty good with the blue exterior. Definitely liked it. Ryan's still in Minnesota, going to a birthday party, St. Paul, Lake Superior before heading back. Good luck on the Lake Superior agates. I'm going to show you the end cut on this one. This one was a little bit of a heartbreaker. I may have shed a small tear for this one. But this is what the exterior looked like. So you're almost guaranteed to know that there's something beautiful. As you can see by the way I'm holding it, it is broken. That's what ended up on the inside. Awesome colors, nice white waterline style bandings up top. There is no white paint on this one, that white on the left hand side. So the end cut broke, the middle slice broke. Well, I thought that was completely awesome, but it did break. The side cuts are look pretty cool though. And then the end cut is the only piece that held up. There's a nice rounded something going on underneath down there, like a botryoidal under that red. Yeah, too bad that it broke. That was in the nice right kind of cut to be a good cabochon. This one though, maybe if one was careful, the rind is not all that thick. You come at it with your grinding process from the backside first. There's plenty of meat to work with there. Make a full double-sided. What's up, girly girl? How you doing, Jinxie 2? You gonna get some food? Yeah, completely happy with that one, but you know, bummer. Kind of the same with this other one. Can I hold that right? Yeah. Nope, not like that. Me too. I was thinking on that last one, just the same as this one was broken. If you left it about like that and had a metal, say silver or something, whatever, with a full wraparound, still making it one piece, but with just metal in the middle, I think would be pretty cool. So that's the broken side of that one. I see a little face down there, almost a devilish, ghoulish face. Look at that evil thing going on there. Nice eye pattern, nice banding. Too bad that one broke, but you could just tell how fractured that was. And then the end cut held up, but look at all the cracks running through it. To give it character, I still like this piece a lot. And there is a little bit of druzy botryoidal in this side. Definitely a cool piece. That's what the exterior looks like. Right, definitely, Vern. I was all excited too, because that's a decent sized Malawi. I mean, it's no giant or nothing, but it's, not bad. Then the last one broke into multiple pieces. A little bit of a quartz center, some light banding. But other than that, I just got little tiny bits left out of it, at least from this one side. Didn't have much choice in that one. It was falling apart all the way through the saw. The Screaming Rock. And then here's the other side of that one. Imagine if that would have held up, but then look at all those fractures. All kinds of bands. Yeah, definitely some rocks fall apart. I think this side should have. Can't really see any of the fractures on the exterior. But they were definitely present on the inside. See how much closer I can get that. Yeah. Cool colors in it. Like a lime green, maybe. A little bit of yellow. And that was it for the Malawis I cut for the day. Time to have a little bit of a cigarette. And some water. I can feel my voice. Had an extremely dusty day Monday at work, doing a remodel on a bathroom, and we had to pull tile. And the hardy board that's behind it, which is old style, was the concrete board. So we had to have the bathroom door closed so we don't contaminate the rest of the house with all this dust. And we were in there probably doing that part of the demo work for at least 4 hours straight. Extremely dusty, and I'm stubborn and don't wear a mask. They don't seal up very well. Alright, I've been itching to show this piece. When you take a look at the exterior of this one, you can just see that it's going to have stuff going on, but every face almost had like plenty going on, so what way to cut it? So I started by taking a couple slabs. Too close. That's what the outside of it looks like. And you can even see the banding and the pattern going on in there. And then crazy lace. And it's labeled from the gem shop as old stock. Yeah, just an awesome cut. And there's the other side of it. It's got some interesting stuff going on there. Awesome banding. I like this little pattern section here a lot. Of course, the rest of it's awesome too. And I made it a nice thicker cut. Here's an in cut, and I decided not to cut it that way. After looking at all sides and thinking about it for a while, and that's what I ended up with. It's some pretty awesome crazy lace. And thank you, Amber. I've been waiting quite a while to cut this. I bought this quite a long time ago. So here's the outside of the next cut of the same piece. You can only see a little going on, and got some eyes going on there on the exterior. You guys probably got a great view if you're watching on a big TV, huh? Plenty of stuff going on the entire thing. So here's the bottom cut. And this piece sits nice and flat, and it might get cut a few more times. I'm not quite sure if I want to leave this as a hole or not, because that's what the interior looks like. Ooh, 50 inches long, oh my lord. Yeah, look at them patterns. That's stunning. So much going on in it. Even cool little botryoidals going on underneath. Hey, hey, GP, how's it going? Good to see you here. We're showing off a piece of crazy lace that I purchased from the gem shop in Wisconsin. So here's the exterior of the other side of the same rock. Not so much going on there. There's the flat side, the bottom. Some nice eyes, plenty of banding. I like that color right there. And then there's the inside of it. Yeah, thoroughly impressed, completely happy, worth the money. Absolutely, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Amber wants a piece. This one even looked good with a little white paint at the top. I missed a spot. I sure did, Michelle. Crazy lace, and it was labeled as old stock. You just go into their rough rock section, I believe, and they might not have any old stock left, but crazy lace is crazy lace. I am Vern. I'm almost. I got what, 10 more subscribers, and I'm gonna hit 500. Maybe this little slice here will be part of the 500 giveaway. I'm doing a small one since I did such a big 420. Nom, nom, pizza. This one is shown wet, GP, just so you know. I'm sure you can tell, but when they're polished, they don't have to be wet and they'll look like that no matter what. If I gave this one a minute or two, it would dry out and look like, I think that's mostly dried out. See, it might not be as good looking. You can start to see the scratches. Let's see. Let's see if I can get that one fully dried out. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a huge difference between when they're wet and when they're actually polished properly. That doesn't look all that amazing. Still looks cool, but not that beautiful wet look, which we go after when we do the polishing. And I will show you this one more time because it's wet. Huge difference though. But yeah, absolutely happy with this rock. And those cuts, these two cuts here, let's see if I can put it back together real quick because that's kind of important. Here's the first two cuts, the first two pieces. Look like that. These other two, pretty much came off of it like that. So that was the entirety of the rock. Hello, Bob's Rocks. How's it going? Yeah, in one piece, that's about what that looked like. So I made these first two cuts to reveal that, and then just decided to do the overall middle piece. And then something else I noticed, glad I remembered to show this. When it's lined back up, that center piece and a lot of it matches back up, and it makes a nice little heart shape for the most part. Yeah, that's almost right there, precision lineup almost. I think that would be cool, put back together and made into an actual heart piece. And that's it. I'm out of crazy lace. I don't have any more to cut unless I cut these pieces up a little bit. And go with the Botswanas next. And actually, we'll go with the amethyst geodes. I cut two more of them. And overall, I didn't have much luck. It's got some white paint on it still, but that is a gem shop amethyst geode. Pretty light on that side. This one, the other side of it, is a little better. You can see nice pointed amethyst in there. Multiple different crystals. That piece is stuck in there good. And they do have a nice bluish color. But you really got to tilt it to, see them crystals in there. Personally, of course, I'm always hoping for a much bigger pocket with more prominent crystals. And like I said, they were kind of low key for all the ones that I got from the gem shop as far as the amethyst goes. Nothing that was too much of a stunner. Same thing right here. Amethyst geode, and that's just not much. That's rather bland. Maybe a soaking in some kind of acid might help it out a bit. That one kind of bland. Definitely like this one side of the one. No, that's pretty slick. Just barely see them. I cut the last two of those. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. If I did make another purchase, I would definitely be hunting for a little bit bigger voids, a little bit more prominence in the crystals, of course. Who wouldn't be? Amethyst is one of my more favorite rocks. I like them blues. Alright, now on to the Botswanas. First one right off the bat, just a nice big chunk of quartz. Little bit of exterior banding going on there. The dark rim helps it out a bit. A little hydrogen peroxide, perhaps some vinegar works too on some kind of materials. Here's the other side of that guy. Little bummed. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of giant quartz ones. I might even attempt to come back and get a super thin slice. See if maybe that quartz would hold some iris. I wouldn't be against doing that with this. But yeah, not too bad. They have very micro fine bands in there too. Let's see if I can get closer. Amber likes the ones with the quartz, right on. I'm forever in search of something like this one. The more variance in colors, the better. It's just the bottom cut because it had a blowout, so I had to make it into a bit of a stander. A little bit of stuff going on there. And then there's the inside. Awesome, awesome pattern there. Nice bands. Even the dark has multiple bands in it. Thanks, GP. All the way out too. Micro, very hard to see bands. I think that's my favorite part though, that little section there. Even looks like a little bit of a flow channel down there at the bottom, which is now the top. Maybe not. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And did I forget to say hi to Charlotte? Is Charlotte in the house this evening? I'll hold this one up like this with the two flat ends butted up. And that looks kind of cool. Paired up like that. That makes a nice little pattern. Alien eyes. Yeah, definitely turned out very nice for that one. And by the way, pretty much all of these Botswanas did not show much of anything on the exterior to kind of hint. I, of course, most of the time. Hello again, Charlotte. How are you? Good to see you here. Thank you for being here. I gotta remember when I'm saying hi to Vern, I have to say hi to Charlotte. Sometimes with not seeing someone's name on the screen, it just completely focused on other stuff. And there are a little bit of crystals in there. It'd be underneath the surface though. Maybe. Another one of them heart-shaped rocks. This one's a little bit more defined for the heart shaping. Very nice though. A little light on the banding. Definitely a good one though. And the last one for the Botswanas. Another one with pretty much no hint. Thank you everyone for saying hello to Charlotte. And boom. A little guy coming out as a stunner. Well, hello again then, Charlotte. Glad I could be the first to say hi to you on TV. Let me get you a good wave. How's it going? Tomcat Josh at Mr. Joshua's Journeys here. Yeah, the bands in this one is crazy. A little bit off on my cut. You can see a little bit of unevenness. Thank you, Tiger. Yeah, that one would make a nice one, and I could probably get another thin slice out of that one. And there's the other side of it. Look at all that intricate stuff going on the side. This right here almost looks like the flow channel, but it doesn't reach the exterior. Right on, Amber. Oh, I just dropped it on the dash. Put a little bit more water on that one. And then here's both pieces. I love the yin and yang effect of the white circle in the middle and the black on the other side. Definitely a yin yang rock. Yeah, completely happy with that one. Yeah, that entire 4-piece set, 3 out of 4 amazed with. GP says, I know you don't like quartz much, but I have some cool pieces with exterior mineralized banding. I'd like to send you for your first 2 cuts so I could see how they turned out. GP, I appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead and send me an email if you would? This would be the proper email address. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to pull the camera down for a second, guys. Go for a little ride. And turn the camera around. There we go, GP. That would be the proper place to send an email if you would like to. TomcatJosh62477 @gmail.com. Hey Bear, you got I believe a Brazilian in that box, and you got at least one Botswana in that box. Might even have an amethyst geode. I can't remember if I put one of those in there. What would Amber's son's name be? We can say hi to Amber's son. All right, GP. Thank you. Next, we will move on to the Brazilians. These couple put the old tile saw to the test, even though it was a new blade. And hello, Jordan. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying and liking the rocks. It sounds like so far you are. Appreciate it. Cool rocks are cool rocks. Alright, so we'll go with the small end cut off the bat. And I just kind of shaved that end off. It was broken already, so I just wanted a little bit more of a view of what might be in there. And then this one's going to be a hard one to see because it's all quite dark with that. I don't even know if that's like a lightish yellow or like red with the blue and a little bit of quartz. Don't blush. I'm not famous or nothing. I ain't even got 500 subscribers yet. Yeah, this one is a little bit better with some darker light or some brighter light, I guess. This chunk here ended up with a blowout. But yeah, look at the bands. Well, that didn't help. I'll have to look at it just like that. That little bit of blue in the banding and a little bit of quartz in the inside. This one had the blowout, so I made it cut so it'll stand like that. It's got the nice flat edge, and it will definitely stand straight up. Here's the end cut to that piece. Even more faint banding. Awesome piece, but it definitely looks better in better light. And then I cut one slab out of it. I didn't UV this one. Yeah, no UV. Let's see, do I have a flashlight handy? I do. Alright, so here's the next one, the next slice. I took made it a decent size thickness. Let's see what this does. There we go. There we go. That's going to be a little better. Now you can see the bands. And the many bands there are in this piece. Yeah, that's much better to see. Let's see what this other one looks like. If I can get the light to work. Might have to get back. Hey, cool. Woik. Woik, dang you. Alright, how do I show that one off? A little too much light. Too much angle. Yeah, you can kind of see something in that one. Let's see if that helps with the view. Somewhat. Definitely got a lot of bands going on in it. And then here's the thicker slice. We'll go with that one more time. Ooh, flashing light. There we go. As you can see, plenty of bands in this one. Been baptized. Cheryl sees the light. Yeah, totally cool piece. As you guys can tell, I'm losing light quickly. All right, so this is one of the big boys. It is a decent sized Brazilian, completely flat on the one side. And this is what I ended up with. Look at all them water level bands. Beautiful, beautiful piece, I think. So many bands, so many colors. Sorry about the little bit of shakiness. I ran a fire hose straight out of a fire hydrant for probably about 3.5, 4 hours today. My arms are beat. I believe this entire rock is a 2 pounder. I ordered a 2 pound package of Brazilians, and I got one Brazilian in the package. So beautiful, yeah. Let me get into those lower bands a little closer. And this little section right here almost looks like the side profile of somebody's head. Yeah, completely happy with this one. And the other side's coming up. See, I'm gonna try and hold this one with my right hand this time and work the light correctly. And there we go. There's the other side. There we go. I like that little bitty corner. That is pretty awesome. There we go. Got to switch hands, guys. Sorry. Thank you for the good taste. But when it comes down to purchasing rocks, the way I've been doing these guys, it is the luck of the draw. I didn't actually get to pick these out. They just send you what they want when you order it by the pound. And you keep your fingers crossed that it is amazing on the inside. And I did pretty well. Look at that banding on the exterior there. Totally happy with that. And I am torn. I don't know. Should I try and take another slice off that? There's plenty of room to go there. Get another slice and I don't know. I don't know. I think out of everything I cut, this one would be the best, and it's a Brazilian too. I do believe that is an amethyst Brazilian, amethyst blue on the outside, Druzy botryoidal, amethyst. If anybody agrees or disagrees, please speak up. I believe it's amethyst, but I cannot say 100%. Yeah, look at the botryoidals. Haha. Got a few fractures in it, but I'd love to see this piece polished. Amethyst Brazilian. And there's the other side of it. Yeah, the botryoidals there, the rounded formations in the middle, Vernon. That's what the rounded is called, is botryoidal. And then the little sparklies are called druzy. So there are druzy botryoidals. See if I can get in on the bots a little closer. All tiny little individual crystals in there. Is the color lacking a little bit? It looks pretty good on my screen. That absolutely best one I cut for the day. Or wait, did I already say that? I think I have a few good ones from this round of cutting. Heck yeah. And you can now see how dark it is here. And that was it for the Brazilians. I have no more of those to cut either. I believe I have cut through all of my gem shop material, minus some more Malawi agates. I did cut some corals. Anybody want to see some agatized coral? I mean, it won't be the best showing, but if you guys want to hang out a little longer, watch me struggle in the dark a little bit, I'll do so. It's a good time. I checked these out, I think, with the UV. I don't think I had much. Hey, Captain Chaos, how's it going? We're just finishing up looking at a bunch of cool rocks. Had some stunners. Did I cut any coral rings? Let's see, Cheryl. I don't think I had anything with me. That one I did. Yeah, you'll like seeing this one. Only got a few rings out of it. It wasn't very big, but alright. Here's the first one. Got a little bit of banding on it. Druzy botryoidals. A little bit of banding on that backside, but mostly coral. This side definitely much better. Would probably hang real nice as a pendant like that. Look at this tiny little nubbins cut. Awesome banding going on the one side. And then you turn it around and you got some nice botryoidals. A little bit of banding. These bots are slightly druzy on this side of it. This one's a little bigger. I like that bot that got cut through right there. That's pretty nice. Couple of little eyes on the side. Decent banding. A little bit of druzy. And then there's the other side. Agatized coral from Tampa Bay, Florida. Nice bands. A little bit of botryoidal down there at the bottom of this piece. That one would hang nicely just like that. And there's the other side of it. Yeah, I was completely happy with the turnout on this one. And then we got the full-on end cut. That's what the end outside of that entire thing looked like. Pretty unsuspecting. and then all the way to the end, carrying the vans. This one wasn't so much a cut of a ring as it was just this piece. So I kind of shaved it. It's now all curved, as you can see. Let's see if I can hold that right. I kind of just got the rough spots off and made it look the best I can. That light blue there and the botryoidal. There's like mini bots on top of bots in there. Pretty cool looking piece. That's what the exterior looked like. I got another spooky edition going on. Yeah, it kind of gets that way. Little spooky coral. Another one we call, kind of looks like antlers. Some nice botryoidals going on in that. Plenty of light comes through it. A ghost story. Once upon a time, there was a man who smoked too many cigarettes. Here's the other side of that one. Cool botryoidal. Nice colored agate. Plenty of light coming through. And really, it's not that big of a piece of coral. Maybe 2 inches tall. This one was completely hollow, and I had to make a decision with this one. Get a little water on it. So I had to decide what to do. A nice range of colors in this one, but with it having a hole down the middle, I had to decide to cut that botryoidal right there down the middle. So each one of the halves, how am I going to show this? There we go. See the nice little bots in there? Each half of this piece has that little formation on it. There's the other side of it. And you can see pretty good on the back side. It's fully formed bots. Only good way really to slice it to keep that was to go down the middle with it. Let's see if we got any UV with that. Or the others. Oh yeah. It's got some kind of light up going on there. not so much, but let's go back to the antler looking one. So look at that thing light up right off the bat. This one has some phosphorescence to it. Yeah, definitely like the corals and the added UV bonus. Kind of hard to show, it just kind of blares everything out, but that's the one side. Here's the other side. You are welcome, GP, and have a wonderful evening. Rest well. Just a light coat of lacquer, Doug. Might just shine them up. Somebody recently, I forget who it was, um, they did a test of how it would look, and it might have been Jared over there at currently rock hounding. But he did a test of how a polished rock looked, and then one that was done with a light coat of something or other, clear. I don't quite remember. And there was no comparison. The polish looked way better. But then it also depends on exactly what you're using. And then here's one of the rings. Look at that thing light up beautifully. All right, where'd my light go? There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one lights up quite well. Was that Michigan Rocks that did the comparison, or was that someone else? Look like a barn owl. Yeah, that ring's got some decent UV going on. How's this one look? Not so much. Not so much. That one's kind of cool. Definitely remove the lacquer later. I've just got the long wave tiny guy. How's my beard looking, UV? Does it light up? I see my teeth do. Well, the beard lights up just because there's probably some dirt in it from work still. Whoa. Spooky time. See what this one's got. That one's got a little bit of light up. A little bit of druzy going on in there too. Cheshire Josh. So Rocky Mountain Bear says. And Doug says he believes it was Varathane. Ghost Josh. Ghost Tomcat. Try not to look directly at the light. That looks even weirder. With the teeth lighting up. I look like the Cheshire Cat. Gotcha. See, there we go. Let me show you something. Alrighty, let's get back to some regular light. Wherever I put that flashlight. Alright, that's bright. Alright, guys, that's about it. If I hold my arms up here near the steering wheel any longer, they're gonna start falling asleep like they did a little bit ago. That's not too bad. A 2-hour live. I was hoping to get to the Brazilians a little closer and better light, but I do plan on doing some shorts, and I might do a video about these good ones. And Cheshire Tomcat is getting tired and hungry. And I've still got a few things to put away at the moment. And I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to go back in the chat. I see Amber, and I see Jeff, and I see Bear, and I see Doug. I see Tiger Eye. I see Cheryl, Captain Chaos. And we've also got Charlotte and Vernon, and we got Jordan, who I think just went to bed. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I always forget to ask, but is anybody lurking at the moment that wanted to speak up and let me know you were here? That'd be kind of cool. Hey, there we still got Dub. Thanks, Dub, for sticking in there and doing whatever you were doing while listening. Thank you, Captain Chaos. I appreciate it. Chillax a minute, have another cigarette. Appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Next week will probably be the same thing. I'm going to try and cut up the rest of my Malawis this weekend, and then the rest of my coral, and that will be the end of those for these purchases. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time. Everybody sleep well, rest well, hug anybody that's around you, your cats, your dogs, your squirrels, your moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, daughters, sons, all of them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you appreciate them. Jeff says, the short I did on the Devil Kentucky agate already has almost 1,200 views. Nice, Jeff. Very nice. Heck yeah. I don't have anything going quite past that. I got maybe one over 1,000, I think it is. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful evening. Adios, Vernon. And I will see you guys next time around. Rock on.